What is going on, guys? Shinigami here, and today we got a For Honor video. Today's video was going to be about Centurion. However, with all the footage I recorded, I was just losing match after match after match, so I decided, no one wants to see that shit, so let me just switch to Berserker to someone, I won't lose as, even though while recording this I lost one match, but that was a brawl because I thought, maybe a brawl would be something, but then I kind of looked at the time and thought, maybe a brawl wasn't the best thing because it would have probably gone like 15 minutes. But right here we got me fighting a Highlander. Now Highlanders, ever since the rework, he's been a tad bit annoying. I've seen people abuse the hell out of his grab, which, I mean, I guess to Highlander mainers they won't really say it's abuse, but I mean when you kind of use it over and over and over again, it's typically abusing the move. But whatever. That's like me as a Berserker or a Shaman just spamming the side light, or I think it's a heavy for Shaman. I'm not sure, I've never played Shaman. But yeah, and Highlanders is a bit tricky to fight because you're not sure who will do what and what will do who, and all that. Now after this match was actually one of the matches where I had just finished losing. No, this was the match where I just finished losing a Centurion and I switched to Berserker. So that match really, or that loss of that round really kind of set me like into overdrive. Like, okay, I gotta actually try against this guy. I actually have to do better because I did not want to lose as my main. If anyone didn't know, Berserker is my main. Mostly because he's a really great character. I like his design. I like using axes. He's really swift. He can get the job done. It's just great, and that's why he's my main. My main before, when the game first came out, was Orochi, but he got too predictable because everyone wanted to be a samurai. So I just switched over to the Vikings, or the Neckbeards, as someone called him. So that's where I am now. All my favorite characters are really from the Vikings. Like Berserker and Raider are definitely my two favorite characters, and third would be Orochi. Yeah, third would be Orochi. I've used Aramusha before, but I have my Aramusha at Rep 5, and I stopped playing him because Aramusha is really easy to use. Now some people might say like, or I don't know, some defensive shit over Aramusha, but I mean, come on, he is really easy to use. You can definitely tell when, everyone and their mother is just letting them, or it seems like letting themselves be hit by the same attack. Yeah, no. Nah, it just got too easy for me, so I really only use Aramusha for fun. Maybe I might pick him up for a video, but this is not really my agenda as of right now. Maybe I'll schedule something. But anyways, yeah, Highlanders kind of annoy me because, yeah, like I said, the whole abuse thing. And other than Highlanders, Shamans really aren't. I'm not going to say Highlander is the new Shaman, I am not saying that, but Shamans really don't annoy me as much because with a Shaman, the best thing to do is just get in her booty cheeks, like stay in her face. As if you are sitting there in her face bullying her where she can't do anything, then you win. If you bully the Shaman, you win. As long as she. I'm not going to make that joke too soon. Anyways. Yeah, I don't really think Shamans are that big of an issue now. I keep hearing people want Shaman to get a buff, but yeah, if you think that, you're probably crazy, or you might need to be in a mental institution there, buddy, because Shaman definitely doesn't need a nerf. She's not a nerf. Shit, she needs a nerf. She definitely doesn't need a a buff, but if you're good enough with any character, you can counter her. You just really have to be patient when you're fighting her. You have to be in her booty cheeks. She cannot be in your booty cheeks. It's a game of who eats ass first. That's what it's like playing a Shaman. Even as it's easier to fight a Shaman as an assassin, of course, because fight dodge with dodge. But if you're any other character that isn't an assassin, really just sit there, kind of bait a parry. Don't fucking turtle, but bait anything you can to get the W. But cause it doesn't matter either way. I also keep hearing people want Warden to get a buff, and just no, Warden definitely doesn't need a buff. If anything, who would need a buff? Lawbreak? No. Centurion? No. Peacekeep. No, no one needs a buff. Everyone just needs to stay the same. Especially Shaman. Here, Centurion wants a buff, but that shouldn't be a thing because Centurion is already retardedly powerful. I mean, not as powerful as Shaman, but still retardedly powerful. Same as Warden. I mean, if anything, the man needs a nerf. He can just shoulder bash you into hell. I mean, I feel like when a Warden goes to shoulder bash, you should be able to dodge. That's just me, but it feels like if you don't like waste half your stamina bar, that's probably an exaggeration. Half your stamina bar rolling away from his attack of vortexual isn't a word, but I'm using that. Attack of vortexual doom, then yeah, you're fucked. But from what I've noticed, most Warden mains just they don't really do the vortex anymore. They either just shoulder bash into a guard break or shoulder bash into a, and what by shoulder bash I mean shoulder bash light guard break, or shoulder bash into some miscellaneous thing like a zone or something. It's usually something that isn't spammy. This Warden right here wasn't bad at all. I honestly expecting him to shove me into hell with his shoulders and proceed to use his blade to pierce me into hell, but thankfully that didn't happen because he is a good player. I'm assuming. I didn't stay long enough to figure that out myself, because as soon as I win, but as soon as I complete a match, I like to leave, you know, just to find someone else to fight, because if you keep watching someone fight the same person over and over again, it just gets boring, because, you know, no one wants that, unless it's like a duel thing, people challenge each other to a duel. Other than that, yeah, no one really likes to see you fighting the same person over and over again. Unfortunately, I had the privilege of fighting 2 Highlanders, and that was annoying, as always. Well, not always, because people just love Highlander, apparently. Highlander and Centurion as of lately. I feel like Ubisoft doesn't know what the hell buff means. Like, people said Highlander needed a buff, which he did, and said, you know, Highlander needs a slight buff, make him useful. Okay, Ubisoft, oh, he needs a buff? Let's turn it all the way up to make him retardedly powerful with this dumbass grab. It's like you asking someone to turn up the music because you can barely hear it. Then he turns it on full blast Mach 12. Mach 12 doesn't even use volume, but you know what I mean. Full blast, and then they just leave it like that for the entire eternity. And also with Highlanders, you have to make sure to play carefully, and the trick to dodging that grab is you have to, because people will do a kick into a grab, because when they kick they'll expect you to dodge, and when you dodge they'll grab your asshole and throw you to the ground and pierce your soul. So what you have to do is dodge like right before the kick, no, right before the grab and right after the kick, or else, yeah, like that, or else it'll just demolish you. With a Kensei and Berserker and anyone else with side attacks, you can just kind of, you can sometimes do that side attack out of his range, but most of the time you'll just get fucked if you try that with anyone else, at least. Also, make sure to tell me which Berserker outfit is the best. Personally, I like the first one, the red one, and this one isn't bad either. This is like my try-hard Zerker one whenever I'm in Dominion. But yeah, that's all I got for the outfits. Really, they're just based on defense, attack, and I really got lucky there. I don't know how the fuck I dodged that, but they're based off of defense, attack, and exhaustion, because I'm Berserker and I use a lot of stamina throwing shit at people's asses. So yeah, that's really it. There's nothing too special or fancy. Really, just defense is the best thing, and offense. I don't understand how some people can just willy-nilly have everything else. But I mean, I guess if you're good enough, you can do it. I don't want to try that at all. I don't want to walk into the minion only to get 4v1 once again, because I was dumb and didn't realize that I walked into the entire enemy team because I had Halo syndrome, to where, well, back in Halo, when I was on the red or blue team, I didn't realize it until I was getting shot at, so typically I have to look at my color to determine, you know, what team I'm on. Which, you know, sounds easy, but for me, you just kind of rely on if anyone swings at you, kill them, or if anyone shoots at you, kill them. So yeah, that's pretty much how that works for me. It sounds really fucking stupid, but that's just what the fuck happens. Unfortunately, I have the audacity to walk into the entire enemy team without knowing my color. But that's all for today. Shinigami out.